Did you know that rabbits can turn deserts into green oases? China relied on breeding over 1 million rabbits to combat desertification. But how can rabbits do that? Let me tell you.
Did China really release 8 million rabbits into a desert and watch them create a green landscape in only 1 year? It is a perfect internet story. Strange, simple, and almost impossible to forget. It is also unsupported by reliable evidence. Rabbits were connected to parts of the local farming economy, but they were not released as a giant army to repair the Kubuqi Desert. The real transformation took decades and involved workers, scientists, companies, communities, straw grids, drought-resistant plants, roads, irrigation, careful pruning, and solar energy. The truth is less magical, but far more useful for understanding how damaged land can recover. Why the 8 million rabbit story falls apart. The viral version claims that millions of Rex rabbits were set loose among newly planted willow trees. According to the story, the animals ate soft branches, strengthened the trees through natural pruning, spread seeds in their waste, fertilized the soil, and created an ecosystem within a year. The idea sounds clever because every detail connects neatly to the next. But major scientific reviews of the Kubuqi restoration do not describe an 8 million rabbit release. And current fact-checking reports say rabbits were raised in farms rather than turned loose across the dunes. The number may have grown from unrelated statistics. A scientific review notes that the wider Ordos region had about 8 million domestic livestock animals in 2000, mostly sheep and goats. That does not mean 8 million rabbits were released. The same report discusses willow prunings as winter feed and describes organic fertilizer made from different wastes. Over time, these separate facts may have been joined into one dramatic story. Once repeated in videos and posts, the cleaner myth traveled faster than the complicated truth. The real work began with grids in the sand. Kubuqi is one of China's largest deserts, lying inside the Great Bend of the Yellow River in Inner Mongolia. For years, moving dunes damaged roads, farms, and settlements. In the late 1980s, restoration work expanded around an industrial project and a proposed road across the desert. Early tree planting failed because seedlings could not survive the wind and shifting sand. The answer was not one miracle animal. Workers first had to slow the dunes themselves. They pushed straw, willow stems, and other materials into the surface in a checkerboard pattern. Each small square reduced wind near the ground and helped stop sand from moving. Drought-resistant shrubs and trees were then planted where local water conditions could support them. New air and water jet methods made planting faster, while shelter belts protected roads and fields. This work had to be repeated, repaired, monitored, and adjusted. The green areas seen today are the result of long-term maintenance, not a one-year surprise. Rabbits supported livelihoods, not a wild release. Rabbits still belong in the wider Kubuqi story, but in a different role. Sand willow needs regular cutting, and its branches can be used as animal feed or as raw material. Local livestock and farming businesses helped turn restoration work into income. Some reports describe Rex rabbit breeding as one part of that economy. Farmers could feed prepared plant material to animals and collect manure for fertilizer. This created a useful production chain, but it depended on managed farms, workers, transport, and markets. That difference matters. Releasing millions of rabbits into a fragile dryland could cause serious damage. Uncontrolled animals might eat young plants, remove ground cover, compete with native species, and multiply beyond control. Australia provides a famous warning about the destruction invasive rabbits can cause. Kubuqi's lesson is not that nature can be repaired by flooding it with one animal. It is that environmental work lasts longer when local people can earn a living from carefully managed plants, farming, tourism, and other businesses. Solar panels add a new layer to restoration. Large solar projects have now added another layer to the Kubuqi economy. Panels generate electricity while also changing conditions close to the ground. Their structures can slow wind and cast shade, which may reduce evaporation and help some vegetation survive beneath or between rows. In suitable areas, sheep or other livestock can graze around the panels. This combination of energy, land management, and farming is promising, but it still requires water planning, maintenance, and protection of natural desert life. Scientists also warn that planting is not automatically good everywhere. Kubuqi receives limited rain, and many large trees cannot survive without irrigation or accessible groundwater. The wrong species can dry the soil, die after several years, or create new problems. Recent assessments credit hard work and long-term commitment, while stressing that climate, rainfall, soil health, and water supply affect every result. The real model is therefore not a fixed recipe. It is continuous testing, local adaptation, and the patience to protect gains for decades. The story of 8 million rabbits is exciting because it offers a miracle. Release the animals, wait 1 year, and watch a dead desert become green. Kubuqi teaches the opposite lesson. Land restoration is slow, expensive, uncertain, and deeply human. Workers fixed straw grids, planted the right species, built shelter belts, developed roads and businesses, managed water, and returned year after year. Rabbits played a limited role in farming, while solar power later created new opportunities. The result deserves attention without an invented headline. Its greatest achievement is not that nature changed overnight, but that generations of people kept working after a simple solution failed. If you enjoyed this deep dive into their life and career, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next story.